Hey guys, it's Kate with the Book of Kate. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you guys are here. Today we are going to be picking out my November TBR. 2 months left in the year. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane, you guys. And honestly, like, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared for finals. I'm not prepared for the new year. I'm not prepared for anything. So you know what, I have 2 months, like why am I stressing? But anyway, so today we are going to be doing the jar chooses my TBR, but we're going to do things a little bit differently. Normally I try to choose just for my physical TBR, but if you haven't seen my previous video, that is me talking about the 10 books I need to read before the end of the year. So we are going to be picking from those as well. Those are also going to be contenders. And honestly, I think reading from my physical TBR, this sounds stupid, but it sounds like it's going to get me in a slump. I haven't been reading a ton of books for my physical TBR, so why am I going to try to force myself to read it for a video? I'm not. So we are just going to pick out the books, whether they're on Kindle Unlimited, audio, anything like that, and just keep it pushing. But anyway, if you guys like bookish content, please go ahead and subscribe. I would love for you guys to stick around, and let's just get on into the video. So I do want to say I do have one book club book that I need to read, and that is The One by John Mars. This is a psychological thriller. I heard it's kind of creepy, but we will see. I heard it's creepy, but good. And it's very popular, so hopefully it's kind of long for a thriller. I think John Mars is kind of long-winded to me personally. I've only ever read one book by him, and if it wasn't for my book club, I probably wouldn't be reading this one either, but we will see. I'll keep you guys updated on my thoughts in my monthly wrap-up. But anyway, let's choose. Do I even want to choose books for my physical TBR randomly, or should I just do prompts? Because I haven't been reading these. We're just gonna skip these and go straight to the prompts. So prompt number 1, we have a book released in 2024. Okay, so not bad. I wrote this prompt in 2024. That's why it says that, because otherwise I would have just said new release. But anyway, it's okay. 24, a backlist, not bad. Let me see what we're working with. Okay, so that took me way too long, and I found 2. I have Fall I Want by Lara Parrish, something like that. And then the second one is Pole Position by Rebecca Caffrey. This one is on Kindle Unlimited. This one is not. And this one is also fall. Like, if I don't read it now, I'm gonna read it next year. So I think, unfortunately, no matter how much I want to read Pole Position, I think this is the one that has to go on the TBR. But look at these pretty sprayed edges. Like, this is what I talk about when I want sprayed edges. Like, I don't want just solid color sprayed edges. No, at that point, just give me plain paper sprayed edges. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't give me just a solid color. But this one's a work of art. So I think we're gonna do this. This is a small town billionaire romance. And it says, Fall I Want is a feel-good, spicy, small town romantic comedy with the billionaire who falls first and harder. Sign me up. I mean, obviously that's why I bought it, but you know, sign me up. Prompt number 2. We have a fantasy. Okay, perfect, because I already know what I'm going to choose. This is on my 10 before the end, and it is Legendborn by Tracy Dion. This book I've heard nothing but amazing things about. It follows a girl who becomes an orphan, and she goes to this boarding school, but there's like magical beings at this boarding school. But I've just heard so many amazing things about this book, and I even bought the audio on Libro FM. So I'm super excited to come hopefully devour this book. Prompt number 3, we have a book from TikTok. Should it be a book that I have saved from TikTok? I used to buy a lot of my books from TikTok, but unfortunately I don't remember them anymore. Or like, how do I want to go? There are so many directions I could go with this prompt. And I don't like that it's open to interpretation. So hold on. Okay, so I have two very different books. I have The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This is a book set in World War II, and we follow two sisters who took two different stances on the war. And then we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Yes, I know, two very different books size-wise as well. I have the audiobook for this, but it's just huge. It's just huge, and I already have Legendborn that's also quite chunky. And this one would just be, I feel like, so easy to fly through, but I'd have to physically read this. So both of them have pros and cons. What do we think? Do we think we should eeny, meeny, miny, moe it? Should I just send it and pick one? Like, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? I wish you guys could tell me. For some reason, I think more people are gonna say to pick up The Nightingale. And honestly, I might like put this in here on my TBR as a placeholder and do any Kristen Hanna book. Because any Kristen Hanna book will fit with my 10 before the end. And I heard so many amazing things. I don't know if I want The Nightingale, but honestly, every single book Kristen Hanna has written has blown up on TikTok. So I feel like this being a placeholder is good, and then I can see what Kristen Hanna floats my boat when the time comes. Prompt number 4, we have a long one. A book on my Kindle, but that is not on KU. Really calling myself out there. I think I know, because the only author that I buy that's not on Kindle Unlimited is Golden Angel. So let me see what books I have of hers that I haven't read yet. So I have Bondage Buddies, and then I also have Philip's Rules. So Bondage Buddies takes place, it's a friends to benefits BDSM club romance, and then Philip's Rule is part of the Bridal Discipline series. It is like a historical romance, but he's a dom. I didn't know I needed that in my life, but apparently I will. I'm kind of thinking and leaning towards Philip's Rule. Or no, do I have Season for the Treason? Hold on. I also have Season for the Treason. That's also a historical. I think I'm gonna go for a Season for Treason, and it says her mission was simple: blend in, keep small, and go unnoticed, but a wicked rake caught her and gave her a choice: accept his discipline or have her secrets dragged out into the light. Yeah. Prompt number 5, only 2 more. We have a BIPOC author. Also a book I don't have physically on my 10 before the end. I have Please Don't Go by E. Salvador. This is an emotional college baseball romance. And then also Violent Attraction by Jocelyn Soto. And this is a cartel romance. I think I'm gonna go with Violent Attractions just because the Please Don't Go book is super long. It's almost 600 pages of emotional damage, and I'm already reading a Kristen Hanna book, so I feel like that will be too much for my heart to take. So I think I am going to go with Violent Attractions by Jocelyn Soto. I read the first book in this series, Vicious Union. I read the first book in the series, Vicious Union, last year, and I loved it, so I can't wait to continue on with the series, because in this one we follow a like feisty cartel princess and one of her father's like men. So it's forbidden, fun, all the good things. And then lastly, prompt number 6, we have a book that is signed. Okay, we have lots of options. I buy a lot of books when I go to book signings. So all of my Misty Walker books are signed, I believe. Yeah, this one's signed. This Kimberly Brown is signed. Oh, she signed it so small, but it's signed. I believe this Siren Call is also signed. Let me pick one. I think I'm going to go with Highest Bidder by Sarah Kate. I have it both signed by Sarah and Wander, who is on the cover, so that's super fun. This is the 5th book in the Salacious Players Club series. After this, there's only one more. I love this series. I am kind of nervous about this book in particular, just because I know some people have problems with it. Like, apparently, like, the hidden identity goes on for too long or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but I know this one is quite controversial. So I'm kind of nervous, but I really want to get to the 2nd gen series. So that means completing this book. So we will see. Hopefully I like it. I have, in my opinion, the books have just been getting better and better as the series goes on. So I'm super excited for this, but yes. So here are the 4 physical books that I have for a I don't even remember what these prompts are for. Jesus Christ. For a book by a BIPOC author, I have Violent Attractions by Jocelyn Soto. For a book that was released in 2024, I have Fall I Want by Laura Parrish. For a book from TikTok, I have The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Sorry guys, like the sun setting. I know, I'm sorry. A fantasy, I have Legendborn by Tracy Dion. A book that is signed, Highest Bidder by Sarah Kate. A book that is on Kindle. A book that I have on Kindle that is not on KU, I have A Season for Treason by Golden Angel. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I can't wait to see you guys in my next one. And let me know if you've read any of these books or which ones I should start with. Bye!